It's Friday, August 8th. Today's episode, we go over SummerSlam Fallout. Did you win the Pick the Push challenge? Did you become the champion? No, probably not. We go over who won this week, Raw or AEW. My name's Ian Fox. We hang out with Brett and Joe once again. Let's get to it.
Welcome to the Pick the Push podcast.
Biggest headlines right now is that WWE is partnered with ESPN now.
Yes.
Yeah, what does that mean, though?
It means that pay-per-views are becoming more expensive, and instead of getting all of the cool stuff you would get with Peacock, you would have to then spend for ESPN, and hopefully you also like sports.
I mean, there's a good chance people like sports, but you also need Netflix too if you want to watch Raw. So it's not like you need at least both apps.
But yeah,
Well, what else is on Peacock? Is it just
the
a
PLE.
pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. The entire WWE vault of all their stuff, they have no idea where that's going. Like it's just going to leave Peacock at the end of 2025, and they don't have a plan for it.
that just seems like a really, really poor decision on their part. Or they're gonna do something where it's like, this will be the WWE Vault Network.
Yeah, they already kind of tried to do that though.
I know, and it didn't work.
So it must be moving to ESPN eventually.
I don't like it.
If the deal works out, I guess.
No, it'll probably end up on Netflix.
It should.
Well, if I'm them, I understand why they like it. Through Peacock, they only got 180 million, but through this ESPN deal is 5 years for 325 million.
Yeah, so obviously they're getting paid more by ESPN.
They're getting
but,
a shit ton of money.
But at the same time, I feel like they're going to lose a boatload of subscribers because it goes from being like a $10 a month membership to $30.
The reason why I'm sitting here is because I have access to it. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
because I have Netflix, I'm going to start watching Raw. And I just also happen to have Peacock, so I get to watch the pay-per-views. And I've got Max, so I get to watch AEW. Like, those are the things that I watch, right?
Yep. Those are things that you watch that wrestling just happens to be on.
Just happens to be on. And I consider myself to be a big wrestling fan, but if it's on ESPN, I'm literally never going to watch it. All of my sports I get from, regular channels or YouTube.
You're almost a WWE fan through proxy of already having all this stuff, which is great, and obviously isn't going to happen if more of that isn't going to happen if they go to the ESPN. But I do want to also play devil's advocate, because when I'm growing up and I was watching the pay-per-views, those pay-per-views were like $60-$80 a month. So even though it is going up, it's still cheaper than it used to be. Not that that's a good excuse.
It used to not be every month back when you were a kid either.
When I was a kid, it was.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Every month. In fact, there would sometimes be two, because it used to be split up in Raw and SmackDown. So there'd be Raw pay-per-views and SmackDown pay-per-views.
I guess I never had to deal with those pay-per-views. We would only do the big ones, and
Right,
those were the
always.
ones that we'd spend the money for.
And you can all pitch in, but it's still a little bit more expensive than a monthly. I'm not trying to make this sound any better than it is.
No,
Like, it's definitely a bad thing.
I'm glad that, WrestleMania is no longer $120 just to view.
Right. You're right. That's huge.
Now that I've seen this stuff, I would genuinely consider paying that.
Yeah, now that you like and you're into it.
Yo, dude, like, now that I've watched fucking, air quotes, free Netflix Raw every week, I actually want to watch all this stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah, you're becoming a fan just because it's where you hang out, basically.
Right. But I am not going to spend any money on ESPN. I
Yep.
don't want that network.
Facts.
I will spend
That's fair.
$60 a month to just watch fucking,
War Games.
War Games. I'll spend $60 right now to watch just War Games and not have to subscribe to
And
ESPN.
not give it to ESPN. Outside of the US, you can watch the PLEs and Raw on Netflix. So, my thought is, almost every single VPN is cheaper than $30.
Yep.
And I'll leave it at
Okay,
that.
done.
All right, next I got just shout out to Jared Holmes, the first ever PTP champion, won it at SummerSlam with 60 points. It's pretty
Congrats,
badass.
Jared. You guessed a wild show.
Oh, can I toot my own horn? I think
Of
it was
course.
pretty rad that I got a perfect score on all of the end questions.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
I got all of the do the refs get hit? Is he gonna cash? Will the cash be cashing? All that stuff.
Yeah,
Perfect
all
score.
the event props. That's pretty badass. I had no idea. For SummerSlam, between the three of us, I had 50 points. Brett had 41, and Joe, you had 30.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. When I filled out the survey, I did not fill out how I expected it to go fully. I tried to guess how they would do it story-wise, rather than like going with what I expected them to do. If I went with how
Normally,
I
that's a
expected
smart
them to do
move.
it, I would have been close, like way better off. But I knew that as soon as they switched the orders, it was like I'm not coming close.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Oh yeah, how do we figure out first contender?
Oh, I already know. I will reveal the number one contender next week.
Okay, all right.
Just to space some stuff out and also, give us a little bit of a surprise for who it is next week. Maybe I'll have a surprise guest. Like this week, I already interviewed Jared, and we already talked about it. He's going to be on later in the show, and we'll be able to listen to that.
Oh, word.
I did want to bring up like the easiest question on the card from SummerSlam. There was 2 questions that 46.6% of people got. The winner of Cody versus Cena, people picked Cody. I was super off. I definitely had Cena.
I also put Cena.
Yeah, like I was super expecting Cena to retain. I was not ready for Cody, but if I had Cody, I think maybe it would have been a different champ at the end of the day. Who knows?
That sounds like an excuse.
Maybe. Maybe. The next one was the is there going to be interference in Punk versus Gunther? Same thing, 46.6% of people got that right. Brett, I actually have you coming up too because I have the hardest questions, but there's 3 of them where only one person got each of these. And Brett, you were one of them on who takes the loss. You had Rhea Ripley, and you were the only person put Rhea Ripley who was taking that loss.
I guess that's so hard. I wish I picked
That's a
that.
tough one to lose points on that one because nobody would have expected Rhea to take that.
No, I was expecting Io to take the loss there.
1,000,000%.
She had just lost the championship, and that's her way of like solidifying it. But I guess that is a way of her being like, I didn't get pinned at SummerSlam.
First to use a weapon in the women's heavyweight triple threat match, we had Crispy, one of my boys, get that question right. And the third one was for who was the individual who grabbed the belt off. And Dabber, that one was a crapshoot. There's too many. But Dabber was the one that pulled that off, and he was the only one to get that one correct also.
He said I'm going to shout out Dabber on this one. He actually got all of that match correctly.
That's crazy.
Every question that was about that match, he got 100% correct.
That's not an easy match.
Nope. That is not an easy match to get all those points. But I also think that was the only match he got correct.
That's tough.
Is the other thing that he thought was funny. He's like, the only thing I got right was the tag match.
But he got it all right. That's
but
awesome.
How many people got every one of the event props correct?
I would expect only you.
Wait, my highlight is being able to see the Macho Man Randy Savage dress up guy like 15 to 30 times over the weekend because he was there. He jumped into the costume contest before SummerSlam even started, but he didn't sign the paperwork, so he couldn't get the win or anything. So they gave it to a duo of Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god, I did not hear that.
Yeah, which was okay, but Macho Man did everything Macho Man-y perfectly, and I very much enjoyed that, and he should have won. He should have gotten off his ass
hilarious.
and filled out the paperwork.
The biggest surprise, I think, would be Brock Lesnar coming back, and then I really didn't think that they'd let Punk win the title before having Seth cash. I really didn't.
That's a good point,
I
too.
thought for sure that they were just going to keep him from getting the gold.
Yeah, he would never achieve it, and then Seth just takes his opportunity before winning it.
Yeah, that's. I was really hoping for that build up.
Seth's kind of the creator of that too. Like he's the one that made it possible to cash in for a triple threat. So like I'd expect that out of him.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I mean, especially when he talks about how he wants to deny Punk ever having it ever.
Yeah, that's another really good point too. But with Seth cashing in too, because I mean, I guess he wouldn't officially know CM Punk's gonna win. Maybe just hope CM Punk's gonna win. Like air quotes. But because he still could have cashed in Gunther if Gunther was the winner. But story wise, would it change if Gunther was the
I think
winner?
at that point, like I don't think it would matter.
You know what? Like he would still cash in too, right? So I guess that's fair. But Gunther is injured I feel like that's like a pretty big deal.
What?
Like it's
No,
probably
I like
better
him.
for him.
He's getting surgery on his
He's
nose.
out indefinitely, fractured orbital.
Oh shit.
So we have no idea when he's coming back. But that's honestly, like, besides the actually being hurt and injured part, not being on TV, I think is a good thing for Gunter because it will give him so much momentum when he comes back. And I think he kind of needed
Yeah,
to
get a
go
little
away
less
for like
heat
a
for a
little
bit.
bit.
I see what you're saying. I feel like he's been wrestling the same people over and over again, and his plotline did get kind of stale. I was really excited about CM Punk getting the belt and having Seth take it because I think that sets Gunther up to take it back.
Maybe. We have no idea when. I don't even know if he'd be back for Mania. That would be cool though. Or even if he somehow made the Rumble.
Let me amend that. If he's off for a bit, it lets him have a vacation and take some time off, like you said, but
Right.
then come back and get the belt right away. So like his rather high having belt percentage would stay pretty high.
Oh, I didn't even think of his percentage either. Because, yeah, he'd still be technically in WWE, but he's not active regardless. So that would definitely mess with stuff. That's a really interesting point. I don't think he's ever been injured this long before.
That's right to open the show.
Somebody hurled against that wall, and that's the difference.
That's what makes AEW AEW. That's why we watch.
Barf stains. Barf stains and exposed fire protection on the I-beams. God, that stuff is so itchy.
Don't worry, they painted it.
With barf.
Who is this MySpace person? MySpace emo girl.
Sky Blue is part of the Toxic Spiders.
Oh, she's a
This is a tag
Temecula?
match.
Yeah, she's friends with Temecula.
Okay.
Her and Temecula are pretty close.
Guys, it's Tekla, you fucking idiots.
I told you I'm a real jack wagon.
Sounds like there's quite a lot to do on SmackDown because all I can find about it is that John Cena should be there, Cody Rhodes should be there, and supposedly it's going to be at 8 o'clock on Friday. That's all I can find anywhere.
I'm excited to see if Rusev and Sheamus continue fighting in the background on SmackDown.
That would be funny if it carried over there too.
I think one of the best endings to a match that they've had on Raw in a while was when Sheamus had grabbed Rusev outside the ring and draped him over the barricade and just started giving him the 10 beats of the Baron, which was a full 10 count. So they both got disqualified.
It's
and then
so
they just
perfect.
kept fighting.
That was one of the best ring out finishes I've ever seen in my life.
Yep, that was a fantastic ring out finish. Was the 10 beats of the Baron.
And that's honestly that's like my Raw review too, because there was really there was some cool stuff, but as far as Raw goes, that was my favorite part.
The way Raw went this week is it was that 18-minute promo that could have been an email, then the Rusev Sheamus match, which was fantastic with the greatest ring out ending ever, and then they just kept brawling throughout every segment for the rest of the show.
It was really good.
20 minutes into the show, they were in every segment of the show. Can we talk about Penta stealing Xavier's hat?
Oh, that was one of the best parts too. I forgot about all these parts.
Yeah. Penta took Xavier's hat, did the smooth operator dance in the middle of the ring wearing that huge ass hat.
And he looked way better in it than Xavier did.
100%.
Yeah. So I was going to say my definite highlight for Raw was unfortunately me not hating Becky Lynch. I think she did a really great job doing the semi-Trump thing. I just wish she was a better wrestler.
Yeah.
Or a more entertaining wrestler, excuse me, for me. More my style, I don't know.
I fit that though. No, I fuck with that
I was
part.
gonna say, she's
yeah,
a good
absolutely.
wrestler, but I can definitely see her not being your style of wrestling. So Becky came out and she was talking, and I remember saying this as soon as we heard Nikki's music hit. I was like, Ian, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't think it could be worse than Becky and Lyra, and I take it back. Give me
I wanna
Becky
see
and
him wrestle
Lyra
so much
again.
more.
I'm so sorry. I'll never complain again. Just don't give me Becky, Nikki Bella. Please don't. I will say, the one big downside to Raw is I feel like over the last 8 weeks, the main event has not mattered.
Yeah, I did like the main event too, and I love that Bronson just keeps stealing his fucking
Me
shoes, Roman
too.
shoes. He's the tribal
Yeah.
thief.
The tribal thief. He stole his second pair of J's.
I literally have a list of the main events from these past weeks where it was World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defeats LA Knight via DQ to retain the title. Then the week before that is Jey Uso defeats Bronson Reed via DQ. And then
Yep.
the week before that is, all right, this one, I still count it, is Io Sky versus Stephanie Vecchier. Ends in a no contest.
Because of an interference.
The week before that one is CM Punk winning the gauntlet match, which is that one's just all right, sure. That's a legit finish to a match.
Yeah, it was a finish to the match, but wasn't. It was a gauntlet match, and they just didn't have a DQ, and it's the only reason why there was no disqualification.
Yeah, they can't have a DQ in a gauntlet, so touche. Before that one, we had the main event was Seth versus Penta, which did end in a fair finish. But the mid card to that week was Jey Uso defeats Bronson Reed via DQ. So it's like not the main event, but that's still the same guys.
Wait, who did Penta go against?
Seth.
No, that did that end.
It just says Seth defeats Penta. They would say if it was DQ or not. So it looks
Oh
like
yeah,
it was just a clean finish.
that ended with interference though. It was
Oh, after
someone
the
came down
fact?
to distract the ref. Yeah, someone came down to distract the
Okay,
ref.
so that
and
feels even more. I was already leaning that way because in the mid card it was a DQ match anyway.
yeah, no, it ended in it wasn't a DQ, but it was one of those like dirty endings. It wasn't a fair finish. Like it's been the same predictable ending like every week for like 8 weeks.
It's not even predicted. It's just bad with all the DQs. That's my only negative thing. Besides that, Raw was really good. I enjoyed Raw
Oh,
a
this week?
lot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everything
Yeah.
on Raw this week was probably one of the best Raws, period.
That's my
In the
biggest negative is
last
all the
what,
DQs.
6 months?
Yeah. Probably since January maybe. Like the first one. Like I actually enjoyed the Raw. Which
Yeah.
is just like I'm surprised at myself thinking about it.
But no, Raw was very good this week. I liked everything. Like except for the 18-minute promo that could have been an email. Everything was great. Out of a 3-hour Raw. It was a long Raw too. It went from what, 8 to 11?
Yeah, just about.
So like full 3 hours, and I disliked maybe 20 minutes of
That's
it.
pretty good.
Cool.
It's not too bad.
That's pretty good for Raw. that's
Yeah, we have had to slog through a lot worse
That's-
Raws, and I've been entertained by them.
thoroughly entertaining, and I enjoyed it. Versus
It's far
not.
above the recent ones. Like I've still liked this AEW a lot too. That tag match with the Young Bucks has been amazing also.
This AEW has been great.
I mean, I'm still gonna wait for the main event to give which one I like more, but at this moment I'm definitely leaning more Raw.
So far, I think I agree. I think I liked Raw a lot better. There has been at least 2 segments for AEW that I have not thoroughly enjoyed. I did really like the tag match though.
I was gonna say, once again, I think the wrestling was better.
Yeah, match wise they put together more entertainment matches.
Everything except for the ladies 4-way was a level above what we get to watch regularly on.
Yeah.
It's definitely true.
But holy shit, in terms of speaking, MJF takes this entire shit and puts it on his back.
How fucking long is this gonna go?
I told you, you got 5 more minutes. It's going till 10:15.
It's supposed to be 10.
Yeah. And they're pushing it. They're going to 10:15.
That's a lot of time.
15 minutes?
Yeah, that's a full episode of Steven Universe.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll take the extra 15 because I lost 18 minutes of my life on Monday Night Raw while Seth was fucking yapping about nothing.
You are not happy with that promo.
No, I'm not. It was a terrible promo.
It was real bad.
Do you think that promo might be the difference between you liking Raw or AEW more this week?
No.
No?
No. Content-wise, I think, regardless, my answer was going to be the same. It's very hard to beat one of them this week for me.
Yeah, I just really liked Raw. So
I'm
I'm
saying.
still at Raw. I just liked it a lot. AEW was really, really good too.
Don't get me wrong, AEW was great this week. Like it was also pretty solid, but it's just one of those. I think I like Raw a lot better this week, just for the sole fact that they finally got their shit together and told a full episode where it didn't feel like just a bunch of segments edited together. It felt like the whole story throughout the whole thing, and I think what really sold it to me was that Rusev Sheamus.
I hated that match to start too so much, but it was very good.
Yeah, I was not happy that they were wrestling for like the 30th time, but it was still a banger. Because you know what they say, or at least what Sheamus says: banger after banger after banger after banger.
Fella. All right, Brett. What about you? Did you like Raw or AEW more this week?
I want to admit something, and I think it's kind of interesting. I think MJF was the first person I actually tried to learn the name of, the first wrestler.
Sure.
I think I'm a huge MJF fan. So that main event that we just watched was really, really good. And I want to see more of it. I'm going to go with AEW this.
All right. I love that. On one condition, though. You got to do one thing.
Okay.
What
What's that
What
one
does MJF stand for?
Son of a
If you're a big MJF fan,
Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Oh!
better than you,
Oh!
and you know it.
All right. No, you nailed that out of the park.
I did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm taking that. I fully accept that. Absolutely.
Yep, he got it.
Bravo.
Back.
It was just a good week to be a wrestling fan, especially SummerSlam, and then going into what will be SmackDown.
There is one thing that we didn't talk about that we do need to address
that?
before we leave. Can we talk about what fucking Seth was wearing at the beginning of the show?
Oh, the triple, the ground scraping leather trench coat.
The
No shirt.
The 3-year-old in my 40-year-old dad's suit outfit that he had going on.
My God, when you said that, I feel like the conversation should have stopped because you'd peaked it. Because once you said that, you can't unsee that he was a.
He was just like a
Say it
toddler
again.
in a very large suit.
And then the shoes.
Oh my God! In my notes I have it. I have, what are those shoes?
Yeah.
What are those shoes? I couldn't even tell you what they are. They're not boots. They're not. They look 3D printed. I don't know what those shoes were.
They're like the combat Crocs.
I don't even think that they were combat
like that
Crocs. It looked like,
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
3D printed, like, old style armor, I guess.
Bad rendition of Mega Man feet.
Yeah.
Or is it the red ones with the flames?
I don't.
No, they were
I'm
black.
going back right now.
No,
Yeah,
they were all black.
Yeah.
They were all black.
Yep.
They looked like upside down castles.
It looks like something that comes on like a dollar store GI Joe action figure.
100%. I like I said, I don't know what those things were.
I don't know what they are, but I do know it probably costs more than all 3 of our salaries combined.
And you know what? I don't know why he would ever spend that much on them, other than for us to have this conversation right now.
Get it for us.
He's trying to program us,
doing
man.
it. He's doing it. We're doing the thing he wants us to do. He's wearing the boots.
He's like, I just need boots to make me look like I'm 3 years old and I'm wearing a size 14.
If I wear this, nobody will pay attention to what I say. They'll never notice how not great of a promo I am.
It was an 18-minute awful promo in that, like, toddler inside of a giant suit, and I can't remember a word of what he said. He talked for 18 full minutes. I don't remember a single damn word he said. Like,
I am now joined by the first ever and current Pick the Push champion, Jared Holmes. Let me just start by saying congratulations on winning the first ever Pick the Push championship. It was through SummerSlam. You got 60 points, which is a shit ton.
I only missed 40 points. I am the Jared Holmes, the one and only Jared Holmes. Some would call me the bastard, the greatest thing since sliced bread, better than Betty White. I wake up in the morning and kiss excellence. But for real, I'm just a dude, you know. I create horror content and wrestling content on the internet. I don't get many views, but it's still just fun to fool around and have fun. You know, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. 100%. Next, I got, are you a WWE guy or an AEW
mean, you
guy?
already know this, but there's only one place the best wrestle, and that's AEW. WWE is such a sad, sorry sack of shit company. Whenever you have losers like Cody Rhodes and losers like Jey Uso, losers like CM Punk on the screen, it just makes you want to turn it off. The reason I like AEW more is because they have stories, but you don't have to really worry about following everything. You don't have to watch 15 different programs to understand what's happening. With AEW, you just go out there and you're just going to watch them put on some of the best wrestling in the world, you know?
That's kind of fair. And it is funny to hear you just shit all over WWE, even though out of everybody that filled out this card, you were able to fill it out the best and get all those points.
Because WWE is predictable, brother. That's a difference between
You're proving
WWE
that
and
point
AEW.
for sure right now. But I mean, as far as SummerSlam goes, was there any match that surprised you that you just weren't expecting at all as far as results?
A couple. Like, I didn't expect Tiffany to retain. That was kind of weird, in my opinion. Don't know why they built Jade Cargill up.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had to hit her beat Asuka. We could have just had Asuka and Io. Gunther jobbing out to
Really
CM
good
Punk was
match.
bullshit. The TLC match surprised me. I did not expect the White Six to retain, but that was a fucking banger, bro. And then the main event, honestly, surprised me for how good it was. Like, I hate Cody Rhodes. I despise Cody Rhodes. That match just made me feel something for Cody. Like, I thought, like, it was really well put out, you know? And then fucking Brock coming
Absolutely.
back. I know some people hate it, some people love it. My stance is I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan, so I fucking loved it.
What was the toughest question you had?
Dude, my toughest question was, does Cody or Cena bleed? Because on one hand, I was like, it's the main event, it's a street fight. Cody will bleed. It's like Ric Flair. He bleeds whenever he's walking down the ring. But I put no. And honestly, I think that might have been the question that won me. I debated that question for a long time. Not going to lie.
You won by more than one question, but it was very close. I'd say 2 questions for sure would be the difference maker, and that's definitely one of them. Was there a question that you thought was the easiest?
Oh, the Money in the Bank cash in. One of the last questions on the thing. I just knew Rollins' injury was fake. I knew he was cashing in, but I kind of thought they was going to swerve us even more. I thought Punk was going to go out, whatever. I was more believing Rollins was going to cash in on Cody or Cena. I mean, there was reports saying he was, reports saying he wasn't. I don't give a fuck about reports. Just in my mind, I knew it had to be a work.
It was very suspicious. Like, there were things that they would talk about for injuries that they just weren't doing for Seth.
For sure.
If someone wants the belt that you just won here for this championship, what would be your message to them?
One of 3 things is going to happen. Number 1, I got to die. Number 2, Ian Fox is going to die, and we ain't going to have the pick the push challenge anymore. Or number 3, you're gonna have to, someone's going to have to create their own pick the push challenge and crown themselves. Because I'm never losing this title.
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, as far as everybody else that's competing for this championship, is there anyone you want to call out right now? Is there anyone you think is the biggest fraud?
Oh yeah, there's one E-Drone out there that's one of the biggest frauds in the wrestling space. I'm just Chris 91. He's a loser. He's an E-Drone. He's a wannabe sicko. He'll never ever be allowed to watch AEW with me and Tony Khan. So Chris, if you're watching this, fuck you. You'll never have my title. You'll always be a loser. You'll always be a clown.
I think there's no other way to end it after that one. I was happy to give you a free shot, and I was kind of expecting it to be a crispy. But thank you again so much, and congratulations.
I don't need your thank you or congratulations. I already knew I was winning the title anyways.
All right, touche. I'm coming for it, and I'll be there eventually. But you got this one, so I'll see you at the next one. All right, Forbidden Door is the 24th, and then Clash in Paris is the 31st. So the champion will have to defend on both of those nights. So they'll have a title defense for AEW going into literally the week after. So either Jared can rack up some defenses or we're going to get a new champ. Only time will tell. Thanks for watching this episode of Pick the Push. Don't forget to check out our Discord and X. Also check us out on Spotify. Next episode will be Friday, and we'll talk about who will be the number 1 contender to Jared Holmes' championship when it's defended at Forbidden Door. You have a good one. I'll see you when I see you.
Dude, I did not expect I was going to win low-key.